Have you heard of the SDGs? Almost certainly you have not. But don't worry, we're going to explain it to you. The SDGs, or in full name, Sustainable Development Goals, are goals from the United Nations to build a better future for our planet and everyone, regardless the country living on it. Sustainable in this context is not only meant ecological, but also political, economical and social. That's important. There are 17 goals in total and so have the purpose of creating a fair, equal and healthy future. We all need to work together as one to reach these goals. For example, gender equality, clean energy, climate action, ending poverty in all forms, and so many more. We as a team tried to find out more about the 12th goal, which is about responsible consumption and production.
Nachhaltigkeit finde ich wichtig in der Industrie.
Ich denke einfach zum einen nochmal mehr Aufklärung, also dass das vielleicht auch, es ist ja schon viel in den Medien, aber vielleicht nochmal mehr so das Thema sensibilisiert wird. Aber auch so Sachen wie beispielsweise, fällt mir jetzt ein, dieses Lieferkettengesetz, dass einfach auch nochmal mehr Durchsichtigkeit auch im politischen Sinne da ist, dass einfach ja, das auch für die breite Masse nochmal durchsichtiger ist, was jetzt wirklich nachhaltig ist und was nicht.
Also ich stelle fest, dass sich tatsächlich was verändert in den Köpfen. Die Leute denken mehr drüber nach, aber es geht sehr langsam.
The 12th goal of the SDG says to handle production and consumption respectfully. It sounds good on paper, but is it even realistic to reach this goal in all factors of social, economic and sustainable tasks? For example, in the pineapple production of Uganda.
My name is Kakoza John Bosco. I'm a pineapple grower in Chanamkaka sub-county, Masaka district. I grow pineapples on a scale of 8 acres because this crop is favored by the climate and the soils of the area. And even its demand is wide, in and out, because we export it in Kenya, we export it in Sudan, and here locally in Uganda, it is one of the most wanted beverage crops. So we opted to use the organic fertilizers because they are not harmful to human health and they serve for a long period of time and locally can easily be obtained. So we can get them from pens of the animals, we can go to the poultries of the birds, we can go to the feed you correct, some kitchen refuse. It's a combination. The pineapples which are raised using organic, they have very good taste. They taste better than those which are raised using artificial fertilizers. So that's why they always come and buy from me.
Bampita Maria Mulule, ndi mukyala mulimi, nnimira Luwano Luweero, ekyalo Kiiso. Enanansi ekisinga obulungi singa obeera ogirabiridde, ye eyagala mukwano, bw'ogiraga omukwano naye ekubeererawo nga togirekera nnyo nsiko. Osobola okuba nga ogikoola, ogijjako endokwa ezo kwe kulinga okugisalira, osobola okungula ky'oyagala.
Organic farming maintains the quality of the products and the fertility of the soil. Farmers grow organic pineapples mainly for the international market, to which they also don't have proper access.
Akatale katono wano akoganiki katono ngate twandyagadde naffe tufune ku butale obw'amaanyi ne busobola otusitulamu naye kati wana naye tugitunda 1,500 akatone entone tugitunda 1,000 kubanga kati gwe atafuuyidde tojja kuba nanansi nnene nnyo ng'afuuyidde nanansi abeera nnene yonna nnimiro tuukamu n'olaba nga temuli nanansi ntono kubanga yo owa wana w'e Kampala wano ayagala kiki kinene era mu katale ka wano era atalimu organic asigala akusinga saate tubaye twegomba okusigala nga tuli mu organic singa tuba tufunye obutale bwaffe tuddamu amaanyi. Balimi tunoonya obutale obw'enjawulo ani abaatuguzeeko obulungi tusobole okugenda n'oyo. Enanansi olwaleero omuntu agitundeko 3,000 omuntu omusanga nga atambuza bigere mu nsiko bweti ne butusi egula emitwalo 2 takola ki sente zirina. So omuntu wa wano singa abaana ebikozesebwa n'akatale nga gyekalya ebisigadde abasobola obyetuusaako
okusingira ddala school fees mu kyalo wano ze zisinga ennyo okutuswaza ng'oli mulimi ate nga bakumanyi nti oli organic ate n'oddukira eno bannaffe abalimisa eddagala ate n'oluga nti munnempolaayo babwa akatale akaabwe kagazi. Abakulembeze mmwe mutukunga naye kye mutugamba si kye mutuukiriza. Bwe tuba tulimye ennaanansi nga temuzitwala enkya ne mutugamba mugambe ne bannammwe bali mu organic tugamba okiraba nga kibeerawo nga mbuzi.
Ekibiina kino bakiyita Butanswa tuli bumu women's group kuba okusinga ekibiina ky'abakyala baami abo batuli mu mugongo. Bayo Uganda yajja etuleetera ku misomo egy'enjawulo etusalawo ffe tugenda tugenda kulimanga ndima y'organic naye nga kye tusinga mu ekyo okusaba kiki twagala akatale kabenga kamaanyiko okusinga ku kawana tuddemu ku maanyi tusobole okuba nga group ey'abantu 1,000 nga tufuuse nga 5 nga tweyongedde eggwanga tulikakasa nti organic ekyali waggulu.
Azituuse ekiseera ekyokwengera kubeera n'abasuubuzi ab'enjawulo. Waliwo abazisuubula okutunda mu butale obutuliraanye. Waliwo abajja ku nnimiro ne batikka ku mmotoka nga batwala mu katale e Kampala n'ebibuga ebiri ewalako ennyo okuva mu kitundu wano. Ne tubeera n'abalala bazifulumya ebweru. Okufuna kw'ennaanansi kusinziira ku sizoni nga bwe beetambudde. Singa eno ku musiri ennaanansi beegula singi 10,000 bw'ebanga etuukidde singi 19,000 bw'otandika okusuubuza mu butale bw'ebi oyinza okutunda ennaanansi eyo wakati w'3,200 ne 3,500 mu ssente za Uganda. Kati amagoba ago g'oba ofunye. Tusanga obuzibu mu katale Kenya nti emmotoka zipaakinga n'ogenda okutuuka ng'ennaanansi ze watutte okutuuka gwe okuvaayo mu paakingi obeere nga gw'otunda yiyo yeetundibwa kwa buloka bweri n'osanga nnyingi zifudde. Obuzibu buli mu ntambula n'emisoso mu kuyingira mu Kenya n'obukwakkulizo obuliyo. Naye nga amazima gali nti ennaanansi gy'ofulumizzaako ebweru w'eggwanga ebaako n'enjawulo mu nfuna kusinga gy'otundidde wano. Ennaanansi bwe zengera mbungi emmotoka eziva e Kenya zikendeera niwesanga ate akatale akawano tekazimala teziggwawo niwesanga emiwendo gigudde nnyo ekireetera n'ezimu oluusi okubundira mu nnimiro. Singa tuba tufunye amafakitole wano agasobola okwongera ku mutindo mu nnaanansi ngezo zikolamu ejuyisi n'ebintu ebirala ne products endala kiyinza okutuyambako.
It's going to be applied in the juice also. I also boiled the coat in the juice, this coat of the lemon.
Omulimu ogusooka gwe nkolera wano nfumbirawo omwenge ogwa wayini n'enguguza abantu bange naddala okusooka ab'ekitundu n'abantu abalala nga ngufumba mu nanasi nzikamula nzijja mu juice nteekamu entangawuuzi nteekamu enniimu nteekamu amajaani bwawola nteekamu sukaali kati bwensengejja nteekamu mu baketi oba mu pipa nendyoka nteekako yeast olwo nga nkola wayini nembikka okumala ennaku 4 nga nsirye mu pipa okumala ennaku 4 ezo ngujjula omwenge ogwo bwe ngujjula ntandika okusuubuzaako abaagala oba okutundako mu lejjalejja nsobola okufumbamu omunanasi era nkuba nanasi ezo nga bwe tulabye nenkozesa ebintu byebimu nengulinda neguwola nentabulamu sukaali byebintu bibiri byenzikolamu. Ensangi zino embidde zakeewa zaafuuka ntono abantu tebakyalina mwe bajja mwenge gwe banywa kati ninnoonyereza ki kyenyinza okukozesa okulaba nti nfunamu juice omukolemu omwenge nenzuula nga enanasi eri mu juice omungi gwenyinza okufunamu nenkola ebyokunywa ebyo. Singa nfuna ekyuma ekikamula ebibala ebyo singa mbeera n'amasannyalaze n'okusobola okuba nti nina oba wenzimbye nga nebeera nga ye ofiisi yange noga nti oba rooms ziringa 2-3 mwenkolera emirimu gyange mpulira kyekigendererwa kyange.
What does the government do for its pineapple farmers and producers?
We are getting this factory starting and farmers shouldn't lose heart. They should embrace the existing programs and get the seed. We are giving the seed 5 million suckers every season. So farmers should strengthen their groups, their associations, their cooperatives, and even diversify. Because if you have pineapples, you should also have passion fruits, you should also have mangoes. We shall mainly concentrate on the pulp, the export pulp. And the consortium is mainly going to look at that regional market and the export market, at the European market, at the Asian market, and then the commercial market.
I didn't know that dried pineapples exist. I was very surprised and asked myself, how do people come up with such creative innovations?
When we receive the pineapples, first of all we count them and we know what we have received. The drying process starts by washing them. We take them through the cutting process. It involves weighing, it involves cutting, peeling, slicing, then traying. After traying, we load into the dryer. After loading into the dryer, we wait for the drying cycle. Maybe it can take 8 to 12 hours, depending on the time we have loaded the dryer and the layers in the dryer.
My name is Edward Mlondo. I'm a farmer promoter, farmer who grow organic products. I guide the farmers to grow organic products and I process them and I export them to Europe and America. So we started to search for alternatives that we could continue to buy more products from farmers, and one of it was to look for technologies about drying fruits, which we thought at that time was a bit easy. But still, I also been visiting Europe, mainly the biggest fair in Germany since 2004. Every year I was visiting the
organic trade fair at Nuremberg, in Nuremberg, Germany. So I could interact with the exhibitors who also are interested in dried products. So we decided to start to export dried products and to change the situation of the farmers somehow.
We use both solar, we use electricity, we use fuel, and then we use part of the wood for heating, to supplement in the heating. Especially when the weather is like this, when you don't have too much sun, you receive little from the solar, so you need some supplement. So we use all. Bio Uganda employs women, young women and men of different categories. Our aim is to help low people who have who are in need. We stop at 2.04 because we have to consider also the weight of the bag. Yeah. 4.1 is still okay.
There is a huge market in Uganda of these products, but it's not an organized market, not at all. So you'd find a good market, but you need to organize yourself and so that the consumer can easily identify you.
So, hallo, hier kann die zwei. Ich bin ja Genossenschaftsmitglied. Ja.
Our FairTrade chocolate is indeed better than the other you can buy, but should you relay and feel better because of it? Has you once more saved the world and did something good? What does the seal on your chocolate mean? 100% fair, but wait, perhaps it contains only 60% of fair trade ingredients. Such a lot of seals, but what do they mean? Sustainability, fair wages, good working conditions, no pesticides. What is important to you? We help to take the next steps in the right directions, but we have to decide how we reached our goal yet.
I think fair trade is not the only solution. If you want to change the world, you cannot do it only with trade. You can only do it as maybe in a mixture of how to create awareness, but on the other hand side, you have to go the political way. It's a long-lasting relationship. It's a fair payment. It's a direct business. Many farmers are interested to get into the fair trade system, but there's not enough demand really to provide enough work for them, enough orders for the farmers. How they can get a bigger benefit from fair trade in future. We believe that, like in Uganda, the women growing the pineapple, I think it would be very important that they have the chance to get into the local market, not only the export market, but to find and create a local or regional market where they can sell their pineapple fresh, and secondly also that they have the chance really to get into some kind of processing of the pineapple, for example, to provide and to get juice, pineapple juice, which could be sold on the local market, in the hotels, in the supermarkets.
Farmers are trained, first of all, to mobilize them into groups so that they see that when you work alone, you may not cross the bridge. So we have close to 4 cooperative societies in pineapple farming, and we are building more capacity.
It's a long way to go, but we are on the good way.
As you can see, reaching the goal of sustainable production and consumption is actually quite hard. For people trying to grow their products in a sustainable, fair way without using poisonous fertilizers, there isn't really a market. Neither in international trading, nor, or especially not, in the local markets. This makes it even harder for these people who are actively trying to reach the 12th SDG. How could we change this? Maybe by making the international trading between the global south and the global north fairer? Or educate people about the importance of sustainable production? Of course, there are the governments and the laws that could help many lives for the better. On the other hand, there are the consumers, so all of us, who often don't think about how a way of consumption is affecting the health of our planet. But it's up to every single one of us to start acting and changing things, starting small. Everyone can decide. In what kind of world do you want to live?